In these 2 bottles, I have 60 grams of carbs each.
Ooh, that was not good. So that's definitely a record for me.
That's amazing. Yeah. I love it.
Come on.
Okay, well, good morning. It is Saturday, so that means I have a long brick workout today. I have a 4-hour and 10-minute ride, I think. And unfortunately, it's happening inside again. Maybe next week. It's like nice all week long, and then come the weekend, it's now cloudy and it's pretty chilly outside. But I'm actually getting a little bit of a later start on the bike this morning because we decided to take Lucky to the park early. Now I'm just eating some oatmeal to get some carbs in me before I get on the bike. But another thing I wanted to discuss, just one second, before I get on, is my nutrition plan today. Again, for these long brick workouts, I really want to start focusing on my nutrition and kind of what my race day nutrition will look like. Last week, if you remember, I did 65 grams of carbs per hour, and I just don't think it was enough for me because I was really struggling on the run at the end. And like I mentioned, I feel like the run is where you really kind of tell how your nutrition was on the bike, because on the bike is when you can really front load a lot of your nutrition for the rest of the race. So again, last week was 65 grams of carbs. So today per hour, my goal is to do around 80 grams of carbs. And I'm gonna do that in a few different ways. Last week I used BPN's G1M Sport, but the more and more I've been looking into it, I just don't know if it's gonna have enough carbs for what I need for race day per hour. So what I did is I have 3 bottles here now instead of 4. And in 2 of the bottles, so this one and this one, I have 2 scoops of the Precision Fuel. It's in this bag because the seal's broken, but it's got 60 grams of carbs per 2 scoops and then 1,000 milligrams of sodium. So basically, in these 2 bottles, I have 60 grams of carbs each. And then along with each bottle, I'm gonna take 1 caffeine gel, which each has 25 grams of carbs. So in each one here, we have 85 and 85. And then in this bottle, I have a bag of the Martin's 320 drink mix. Now this has 79 grams of carbs, basically 80, and the sodium's only 200 milligrams, but I'm gonna actually split this bottle into 2 hours. So basically try to get 40 grams of carbs per hour in this one. But then along with each hour, I'm going to take one of the Martin 160 gels. And each one of these gels, there's 40 grams of carbs. So in total, it'll be about 80 grams per hour, because I will take half of this bottle and one of these an hour, and then for the next hour, another one of these and the rest of the bottle. So yeah, basically I will have 2 hours worth of Martin mixed drink and then 2 hours worth of the Precision Fuel. I'm trying to figure out which one I like best and which one will work best for me. So I'm just gonna test some things out, but this is the time to do it now before we get close to race day, so that come race day, my stomach will be used to taking in these products because that's the last thing I wanna worry about. So gonna finish eating my oatmeal and then we're gonna get on the bike to do this thing. Okay, so what I did is I went ahead and laid this all out so it'll be easier to see. It might make more sense for you guys. But basically I had this split up into hours. So this is gonna be hour 1. This is technically gonna be hour 2 and 3. And then this is gonna be hour 4. That's the plan. And then also one other thing. I've obviously seen these everywhere over social media, and I'm sure you guys have as well, the ketone IQ. But I'm gonna try it for the first time at the beginning of this ride. Who knows if it actually works? It might just be like, you know, all marketing. But I guess there's only one way to find out. Oh, all right, it is. I just always have to like mentally prepare for what I'm about to get myself into. But let's just get on this bad boy and get started and stop thinking about it. All right, so like I said, 4 hours and 10 minutes. Last weekend, I kind of just did a workout and kind of split it up into 10-minute pieces throughout. But today's gonna be a little bit different. Instead of focusing on like a workout or getting a specific distance. What my primary focus is really, again, to really build more strength and power in the legs and get my body used to climbing, is I am just focused on elevation. The goal is to see how much elevation I can get in one ride. So the goal is to make this the most elevation I've ever done before. Before this ride, of course, the most elevation I've ever done in one ride was 4,715 feet, and that was back on February 24th. I'll put that one up with its stats on the screen so you can see what that was, because the goal is for this one to be even more. So that ride was only 3 hours and 40 minutes. Again, this one's gonna be 4 hours and 10 minutes, so it should be more, and this should be my record when it comes to climbing. So needless to say, my legs are going to be hurting after this. So that's the plan, but let's try these ketone IQs. They're kind of expensive though. I don't know how people can drink these every day unless you're part of the Rockefeller family. So it says to take it before a workout. Helps with energy, focus, athletic performance, and appetite control. Smells a little weird. Cheers. Ugh. Ooh, that was not good. Makes me want to throw up. I kind of feel like I just swallowed like rubbing alcohol. That was fun. Gonna focus on drinking this bottle for this first hour, and then I will take this caffeine gel. I'll take it 30 minutes in. Okay, I am 20 minutes in, nowhere near being done. It's time to test the Precision Fuel. This is my first time ever trying it, so this is gonna be a raw taste test. That bag that I got, it may look like I've had it before, but one of my friends gave it to me because I had asked her about if she liked it or not. And she said, I actually don't use it much anymore, so if you want to take my bag and try it, here you go. So I took her up on the offer, and it's time for the first test. Not bad. Kind of a neutral taste, a little bit sweet, but it's not bad. I think I could live with this one, but we'll see when I compare it to Martin. And then in about 10 minutes, I'll take my first caffeine gel. For this ride, I'm actually going to watch the Lake Placid race from last year without any sound. I just like to visualize, you know, visualize success. Gonna watch that, but listen to music on the way and just see how much we can climb. All right, I am currently an hour in, currently making my way down a big mountain. I'm just gonna mimic Lake Placid race day. Just an arrow, well, once I get my arrow bars, just flying down the mountain. So far, I have climbed 2,070 feet in the first hour, which is a lot. Now done with my first bottle and my first gel. So that first hour, I consumed 85 grams of carbs, and now we are on to the second hour. For this hour, I'm going to do, like I said, half of this bottle, which will be 40 grams of carbs. This is the Martin drink mix that I mentioned. And then at the 30-minute mark, I will take the gel 160 that has 40 grams of carbs. So I'll hit about 80 grams of carbs this hour. I haven't had this Martin drink mix yet either, so this will be a first time. We're just trying a lot of different products, see which one works. So let's see how this tastes. It actually goes down pretty smooth. I think it's that hydrogel formula they use. So it's more of like a little bit thinner than a syrup, but kind of similar. I think I actually like this taste a little better. My only issue with it though is that the Martin drink mix doesn't have a lot of sodium in it, at least compared to the Precision Fuel. I don't know if you guys use the Martin drink mix. How do you supplement the electrolytes on top? It would be nice to maybe add in an electrolyte mix, but Martin suggests not to mix their products with anything because it could mess up the consistency of their product and the way your body absorbs it once it's in your gut. Maybe I'll just have to test it out and see. It tastes good though. On to the second hour. Let's keep climbing. Officially 2 hours in, I've climbed 3128 feet. Honestly feeling pretty strong still, but I consumed half of that bottle with the Martin mix in it, and then I took the 160 gel, so that's another 80 grams of carbs. So in the first 2 hours, I've done 165 grams of carbs, which I feel is pretty good. Now for the next hour, I'm gonna switch back over to the Precision Fuel since it has more electrolytes in it. And then at the 30-minute mark, I'm gonna take this caffeine gel. I am officially 3 hours in, finishing this bottle. Now that that's done, I've consumed in the first 3 hours 250 grams of carbs. Still feeling pretty good, honestly. And I am 51.9 miles into the ride, and I've climbed 3,723 feet. I will say though, within this past hour, I haven't had any crazy climbs, so I have a feeling one is coming soon. So I am 3 hours and 40 minutes into the ride, and I already finished the last 40 grams of carbs of the Martin mix and took my last gel. So far I've had a total of 330 grams of carbs, but I will admit, I don't know if you can see on my leg right here, but I have like salt stains from my sweat. So clearly I'm a salty sweater, but I feel like I need some more electrolytes in me, which is one thing that Martin lacks in their mix. So I ended up making another bottle with just 1 scoop of the Precision Fuel and Hydration. So it's got 500 milligrams of sodium and 30 grams of carbs. So I'm gonna use that to help me get the rest of the way through the bike, because I have, 30 minutes left. So that will bring me to around 360 grams of carbs total on the bike. And I feel pretty good right now. My legs still feel pretty strong, which is nice. I'm over 4,000 feet of elevation climbed. But again, I won't know for sure how I'm feeling until I'm out on the run. Okay. Every time after a long ride, but ride complete. Total elevation was 5,003 feet. So that's definitely a record for me. Ride over 70 miles. My average watts was 170. I burned 2,410 calories. What a ride. During that ride, I did 360 grams of carbs and then around 2,500 milligrams of sodium. I will say though, I definitely need a little bit more sodium throughout the ride. So that's just an adjustment I'm gonna have to make. But overall, really proud of that ride. Now, gotta get the running shoes on. I'm gonna take one more Martin 160 gel before I get out the door to top me off at 400 carbs to finish out this workout, and then we're done. Lucky, you farted? Sorry. He smells like shit. I smell like shit. All right, I'll be back. Almost done. Almost done. All right, run is a go. I was so awkward. I was just in the elevator coming down with somebody, and they were looking at me, because you could definitely tell they smelled me, and I smelled terrible. I kind of feel bad. My legs don't feel terrible right now. Okay, run complete, workout complete, 3.98 miles, 7:31 average pace. I felt pretty strong on that run most of the time. I had a little discomfort in my stomach though. I don't know if it's just because, sorry it's loud, there's cars going by right here. I don't know if it's because my body's not used to taking in. Okay. I don't know if it's because my body's not used to taking in that many carbs on the bike. Again, this is why I have to keep practicing nutrition, is to get my body used to it. But I definitely felt a lot stronger today than I did last week on my brick workout, just due to the carbs that I took in. But my overall thoughts when it comes to nutrition for today is I think that the Precision Fuel is definitely going to be the best route for me to take moving forward on these rides, just because it's giving me a lot more sodium, and I think my body definitely needs that. Unlike the Martin, it doesn't give me enough sodium. Hell of a workout today. Total, what, 4 hours, 40 minutes, I think. Now, I just need to recover today and relax. This video is gonna be like a full weekend of training. I hope you guys are enjoying so far. If you're enjoying watching me suffer, give it a thumbs up. Yeah, I gotta go home and relax, man. I'm freaking beat. Hell of a day. Hell of a day. first sip. Ah, that's so good. Man, I am tired. This morning is 5:58. I had to get up really early today to do this workout because I have 2 open houses today. They start at 11. I have like 12 showings, so it's gonna be a long day. But this morning I have a 2-hour and 10-minute run, just zone 2. So I'm gonna do it in Central Park, but I really need to get out the door in like the next 50 minutes. Gotta drink the coffee, get a little bit of a hopefully bowel movement going before this run. My body honestly feels not too bad. I'm just tired, but I'm not like super sore after yesterday's workout, which is good, but I'm just gonna pop an Advil before this run just to make sure. So yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy this for a few. I just take in and have some sort of a nice 30-minute easy morning, I guess you could say, and then we're getting out there. So the plan for today, nutrition-wise, is as follows. I'm about to take this Martin caffeine gel that has the 25 grams of carbs. 45 minutes or so into the run, I brought a gel 160. So yeah, this has 40 grams of carbs. And then like another 45 minutes, so like an hour and a half in or so, I actually have a spring energy gel just to kind of mix it up and get a little bit of flavor in there, you know. Gives me something to look forward to as well. But this has 45 grams of carbs, and this is apple cinnamon pie. I tried this one last week for the first time, and it was actually pretty good. So yeah, that's the plan. And the run is officially underway. 2 hours and 10 minutes. Let's see what we can do. I actually wanted to wear headphones today for this run, but of course I went to go put them on right before I left and they were dead. Just my luck. Look at this Peloton. That's pretty cool. Hopefully they'll get to go by me a few times on this run to give me something interesting to watch a little bit. What a nice day. It's like 50 degrees, 49 degrees. It's gonna warm up throughout this run. It's like perfect running weather. It's beautiful outside. I love running early in the park too, because as you can see, it's like empty. Besides that Peloton that just put by me. Should be a good one. Should be a good one. My legs are definitely feeling slightly heavy, but they're slowly starting to shake out a little bit. These runs are always so tough after having such a long workout that I had yesterday. For the actual race, you're getting off the bike after doing 112 miles. You really got to get used to being able to run for a long time, even when your legs are really tired and they're heavy. That's what these Sunday runs are for, is to push mileage, even when your legs are heavy from the day before. Who would have thought it would just be so nice in the heart of New York City? Just take a second and just listen. This is why I love running without headphones at times. Glad I forced myself today. Well, I had no choice. Sounds like a beehive. It's so cool. 45 minutes in, I've gone 5.3 miles. It's time for my gel. I feel like I'm definitely getting stronger on these longer runs and really learning to control my breathing and my heart rate. Because for instance, my pace right now is 7:45 and my heart rate is 143. So for me to stay in zone 2, I need to keep my heart rate under 149. I used to not be able to run at this pace with my heart rate this low. Slowly getting stronger, slowly learning to control my breathing more and my heart rate. Really proud of the progress I'm seeing so far. An hour and a half in, time for my last gel. This is the Spring Energy Gel. Give me a little flavor. 45 grams of carbs. Oh, that tastes so good. It's all natural foods too. I have 30 minutes left So gotta try to finish strong here. Still feeling good overall. Legs are definitely a little heavy. But I'm trying to think of these last 30 minutes as if it's race day. How am I gonna handle myself when I only have 30 minutes left? Am I gonna take my foot off the gas or am I gonna finish strong? But it's in these times of training that I gotta push myself in these last 30 minutes so that I'll mentally be able to control that come race day. Okay, run complete. 2 hours and 10 minutes, 27 seconds, 16 miles. Longest run of training so far, 8:09 average pace. What a hell of a run. Honestly, I felt pretty good throughout most of it. I definitely had times when my legs were feeling pretty heavy, but that's expected. After yesterday's workout, I'm proud of myself for this weekend. This was a hell of a weekend of training. What, almost 7 hours, I think. But what I do need is I need a large Dunkin' cold brew. A lot of people have asked what I get at Dunkin', and that's what it is. It's depending on the day and what I have. I'll either get a medium or large. Only cream, no sugar, but I need a large today because I have like 12 showings, which I honestly need to be alive for and be at my best, even though I just ran 16 miles, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, hell of a weekend. You know, I really went into this weekend trying to look at each workout in each day as if it were a race day and feel myself like I would on race day. And that's really what the plan is moving forward, to treat these long workouts as race day so that when it come race day, I'll be prepared. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel obviously push out to the algorithm on YouTube and everything else. But thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.